I want to tell you about my client who is just making absolutely amazing progress. She's in her early 40s and from a traditional background, never married, never, I think, even dating. I don't think she's really dated much. And so when she first started working with me, she's like, a year from now, I want to be married and pregnant. And I was like, great, let's start. So she was really open. Like, I give her full credit. She was really open, especially when I introduced her to guys who were in their 30s. Like, she was always open to every match. And this is a criteria I've always found in my successful students. They meet every match I recommend. Like, they just don't argue with me. So this student in particular, really open mindset. And I think it was very challenging for her at times, the way that I teach these principles of success, but she always accepted and she was always open to learning. So that's number one. Number two, I remember the first match that she met of mine. She was like, oh wow, like he's really desperate to get married. Like that was when it hit her for the first time what it is to meet a man who's ready to be married yesterday. And she was like, oh, it was such a good conversation. We talked for an hour and a half. And even when we realized like we're not a long-term match, like he kept asking me like, what can I do to find my wife? So it was the first time in her life that she met men who have this growth mindset, who are like asking her for feedback and who desperately want to be married and like want to figure out what they need to do to be married. So that was a huge learning for her, and it's generally speaking a huge difference for all my students who work with me as a matchmaker and do matchmaking with me. Is it's the first time in their life they're meeting men who look for that emotional leadership from us women, who are asking my students like, hey, what can I do to be a better match? And today she messaged me to say she has just paid the deposit for the venue for her engagement. So it's so amazing to see how far she's come in just 6 months. Like we are now looking at the venues for where to have a wedding. We're planning the photographer and the makeup artist, and it's so fun to like watch this woman, never dated before, never been married, never even felt like totally in control of her love life. And she just put the deposit on the venue for her engagement ceremony, the roka as it's called in traditional Hindu culture. And we're now planning like the vendors, photographer, the makeup artist, etc. for her wedding. So this could be you. Like the only difference with her, she's just a normal corporate professional. She's driven, hardworking, very much action oriented. She said to me, if I decide, then I take action. She took action. That's it. And you can too, if you want these results.